Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle.
Oh, man.
I'm Alex.
I'm Gianna.
I'm Rachel.
Miss Tony.
And we are pseudo adults. Bum. Welcome to Pseudo Adults Quarantine Edition. We may have attempted this once before. I may have screwed it up, but we're here again. I mean, for the first time. So it's should we try and do the old school thing? Hey, if you haven't already done so, please remember to subscribe to our podcast. And if you haven't done so already, follow me on Twitter at Pseudo Adults.
Even though Space Zambonie's been in quarantine, we've been going crazy still making videos. We edit like crazy. We get whipped like crazy.
We had coronavirus like crazy.
And we egg people's houses if they don't edit for us.
Yeah.
So we've been able to produce videos. So please go and check it out at spacezambonie.com, youtube.com/spacezamboni.
And we reached our goal with the little stream that we had. Yay, we're killing cancer $1 at a time.
And an explanation for that is that we did a charity stream.
Yep.
And our goal was $100 for American Cancer Society. And we actually ended up with over 160 by the end of the stream, which is really cool.
My favorite line from that whole stream was Matt constantly going, "Every dollar you give is an effort to kill cancer."
Well, I give you guys a lot of credit. Well, I mean, for that, that's awesome that you guys did that. But during these weird times, I feel like a lot of people, maybe myself included, are just like not getting the inspiration to actually get some solid creative, work done. And it sounds like you guys are pushing through that. So all the kudos to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very kindly, sir. And Tony's working hard too on a comic that he talked about maybe the last time that he should.
The last time that we definitely that conversation never happened. So yeah, we're talking about for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, just working on the Outlaw Justice comic book, and season 1 is complete now. I'm just working on all the marketing plans for it and see how that goes.
It's awesome.
That's way more info.
You give a little blurb last time. Like, maybe I'm working on something.
Stay tuned. Al, in terms of personal news, I hope you guys are comfortable talking about it. If not, let me know.
Yeah, no, for sure. In personal news, we adopted a dog 2 weeks ago.
We can't actually see him.
Show your
you guys
crotch.
are just looking down at nothing.
I don't know. Let's just lift him up. Lift him up like Link after he pulls something out of a treasure.
He
Aw.
hides underneath the desk. That's like his doggy.
Let's learn you how to hump as soon as I see you.
He's as
I'm
dark as night.
I'm gonna learn you how to hump.
Yeah.
He's such a baby, honestly. He keeps me up all night and then keeps me up all morning. So he'll go to bed, he'll walk around for a while, I'll finally fall asleep. He'll wake me up at 4 in the morning to go, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi?" And then I'll be up, and then I'm like, I don't want to train him to get up at 4 in the morning. So I'm the one who lets him out and feeds him in the morning.
That's really
So it's been a rough 2 weeks.
Looking at her with a smile at his face.
Yeah, he's smiling because he was sleeping, and I lead the dog out of the room just to lay on the couch downstairs because he only wants to lay with you, and that's the reason why he wakes you up.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, but
God.
I let him lay with us this morning, and he calmed down and went back to sleep. So I was like, if you go back to sleep.
And there's Argo. They want to chill. Let them have a Zoom chat.
Yeah.
Well, what did Argo do to you this morning?
Yeah, he does it every morning though. So whenever my alarm goes off, he's like, "Oh, you should be awake." So he puts his whole body on me. So this time it went off at like 6:50. So he did the normal thing, and then around 8 o'clock, I didn't even have an alarm, and he just comes on top of me, like scooches into me, and then pushes me back, and just like spreads out with his leg up.
Yeah, he lays on you. Axel will lay on you. Like he'll like be like, "No, this is it," and then he'll he'll do the same thing where he'll stretch all of his limbs, and I'm like trying to sleep, but I'm trying not to fall off the bed at the same time. I'm like, bro, but
I'm telling about him running thing
what?
in the dream.
Oh yeah, he was running in his dream and he was kicking me. He was backwards, so his head was towards the end of the bed. So he was running in his dream and just kicking my chest. I was like, oh. And he's been good. He's a baby. What else? Him barking. Oh, you should. So we've been watching the Umbrella Academy, and it's pretty good. It's really good. It's slow in the beginning and then it picks up later and it gets good. But there was a scene where a guy was attacking a girl from behind in the darkness, and he stands up and is looking at the TV and lunges at the TV. First time he's ever barked. He lunges at the TV, start barking, and I was like, what the fuck?
He was trying to warn the girl.
and even after the scene, he will like stare at that guy. Like he'll like stare at him.
That's so funny.
Protector.
Yeah, he's cute. He hasn't
He
barked.
seems adorable. Yeah, the pictures that you sent and the stuff I've seen online, he seems like he's very chill. Like,
He is.
does he have like bursts of energy? Like, does he run around?
Tony's witness.
Yeah.
Now Tony looks exhausted.
Yeah. Yesterday, so Rachel went shopping, right?
Yeah.
And I was working out in the basement, and he starts jumping on one couch, then the other couch, then the other couch, like back and forth, running in circles. And then he like smushes himself into the couch and just starts going, "Rrr, rrr," like at nothing. I'm like, you want to get some energy out? And so I take him outside and he starts running in the backyard like in circles over and over and over again. And then he throws the ball at my feet, like the little tennis ball. And then I throw it for him, and he like runs and throws it back at your feet.
Yeah.
Like he was crazy yesterday.
He'll play with himself too. Not like that.
Good boy.
By himself, like he'll throw a toy and then go get it for himself. And I'm like, okay, as long as you're doing that for yourself,
That's funny.
cool. But he's doing good. He's getting used to the inside-outside thing and like where to go to the bathroom inside-outside. Trying. So he has like a specific schedule. Like you feed him and then, well, I let him out first. He goes pee, comes back in, I feed him. And then I have to let him out again, like the next 15 minutes for him to go to the bathroom again. And if I don't, then we have issues. So like he was just standing there today. I told Tony, can you just let him out again? Because he's not doing anything with me. So can you let him out again? And Tony didn't, and he had an accident today. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, there's a schedule for this. If you feed him, you have to let him out.
I didn't get a chance to. I was trying to finish my cereal before it got soggy.
Oh, so Jeff.
Cool. He ended up cleaning up poop, so you get what you get.
Oh, wow.
A nice old poop.
You
Well-
get what you get and you don't get upset.
When he's running around like crazy, is that his way of being like, hey, maybe I have to use the bathroom?
No, because when he has to use the bathroom, he's super chill, so you can't tell.
Yeah. Like,
That's messed up.
Yeah.
He
Marco
just,
shakes his ass. and
Yeah,
barks at
Argo
you.
will like walk around in circles. He'll throw himself on Alex.
Yeah, he puts
if
his...
he's got to poop, you're gonna smell it, and then you'll let him out. And
No, he doesn't.
he's silent. He doesn't bark. He just, what he'll do is we're watching something and we won't be paying attention. He'll go doo-doo-doo, and wander out of the room.
Oh.
What the, like you didn't even know it happened. So
Yeah.
get a baby
He'll make secret
and
poops.
they also have to get a crate because we can't trust him alone. So we can't leave him alone because last time we left him alone, he pooped everywhere. So I can't leave him alone. But he's good. It's good. It's good. It's the learning process. Yeah.
It'll get better.
Yeah, but that's you got an instant Play-Doh factory. That's where you collect all the poops, and put them in a Play-Doh jar, and you give them to your friends.
Yeah. No, other than that, it's going slow, but he's getting there. Like he knows how to sit now, and he knows come. Like he's always known like X will come, like kind of thing, where he'll come over. He's walking on the leash really well, and the harness
Cool.
really well. And Paul, he doesn't know yet.
Yeah. Well,
If he doesn't do it when you tell him, he doesn't know it.
he does it sometimes, not all the time.
When I'm here, he doesn't do it. All right, but yeah. Any other words?
That's
Okay,
it?
that's it.
No, it sounds like a delight. It sounds like a very sweet dog. One day we'll get to meet him.
So much mushy, and like he'll like when you go to pet him, he'll put his head between your armpit to like cuddle, but he wants to specifically be like here.
Yeah, put me in a chokehold.
Yeah. Settle the pits.
Yeah, pretty much. He wants you to choke him out. A little, it's fine. Yeah. But he is a calm dog, kind of. A calm, like, cuddly dog. That's it.
Do you know about how old he is? Like, because, you know, not
He's like a year, 4 months, 3 months.
Oh, okay.
So he's, yeah, about to be
4 months.
4 months. Okay, a year and 4 months. So he just was never inside when we got him. Like he never knew what inside was. So we had to like drag him, and Tony had to carry him inside because he didn't know what stairs were and he didn't know what inside was. And he was scared and
You didn't want to go in any room.
yeah,
Wow.
I had to like bait him with like treats and like leave it on the ground for him to like go in certain rooms, and like he's good now, like he's a completely different dog. But
He's
yeah,
adapted.
yeah, kind of, yeah, I think he has. He's okay with vacuums, so I'm okay with that. He's just whatever, like he'll watch me do it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Our Papa's poops with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, no, ew. It's gross.
Oh my gosh, Matt! I watched you like look to the side, look directly at the camera, and laugh, and I think I saw you laugh at my soul. It was amazing. It was like,
I picture it like KFC mashed potatoes, just getting.
Stop. Baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, Tony's like, I don't know how you could do that. I was like, I did that for a
Mashed
job.
potatoes.
I was like, I picked up shit for a job at one point. So like, that's all I did was pick up shit and wipe and like. So Tony's like, I don't understand. I was like, the only thing that gets me is the smell. That's the only thing that will make me.
It's the best part of the whole thing. It's like a meal on the ground. Freshly baked out of the digestive tract.
A meal on the ground.
Yeah. That's where you go full Pac-Man. You go waka 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 waka.
Oh my god. Like a lawnmower.
Wow, visualizations.
Or
It's
if you
dinner
use,
and a
or
show,
like
right?
I said, if you use the vacuum cleaner and it's got a vacuum bag, then you have a Go-Gurt.
Oh my god, that's so gross, man.
I'm just imagining, you know, like 9th grade Matt who had like 12 dogs. Like,
Yeah.
yay!
I never went hungry.
You had a lot of dogs in 9th grade?
Yes.
How many dogs?
I had like 10 or 11 in the house at one time.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
It was mortifying.
All I think about when you said Go-Gurt was like, you know, when you
no.
make designs on a cake and you have that bag. The bag and just go,
Yep.
Matt, who in your family you think was responsible for that, you know, large amount of pooches?
Oh, I would say it was mainly my mother because she loved dogs and she was using it as a form of leverage to get a baby. She's like, either you put another baby in me or I'm getting another dog. And so we ended up with way more dogs and no baby.
Dang.
That's
Wow.
definitely my dad's fault too.
Your mom is smart.
So she
Mom's
wanted you to have
Yeah.
she wanted you to have a younger sibling? at least?
Yeah, I would have loved
Wow.
to love a younger sibling.
That would have been the cutest.
That'd be crazy. An even younger.
What if it was a girl and so we had Matt and female?
we'd be having relations the entire
Oh no!
time.
I withdraw my statement.
I would be a very good older
I've
brother.
regretted the thought process I put in the world, and I'm sorry to anybody who's now envisioning that.
Matthew Senpai.
No! He wouldn't be senpai. He'd be Oni-chan. He's the brother. Oni-chan. Call me Oni-chan.
Yeah. Matt, is that your Ochin-chin?
You would be senpai.
Yeah.
You would be senpai.
Oh my
He would
God,
be-
Alex.
He would be Oni-chan.
We might have been.
Your sister would have a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that would be great. Man, the younger sibling would have been rad. Instead, I got 10 dogs that can't work and can't help me do things. What a great life. I'm just kidding. They were okay.
Yeah, they were nice dogs.
Were they small or medium or large? Were they all of it?
Mainly small, and then usually one large one. So
Okay.
we had like a golden yellow lab that was gimpy. So we saved it from being put down, but then in the long run, it ended up being put down because they're like, there's nothing we could do for its leg. And it's like, man, if I knew that they could have just amputated it, like how they show on documentaries and stuff like that, and the dog would have been fine.
Yeah, like Brown.
Why? What's wrong with a 3-legged dog?
Nothing.
Nothing
Exactly.
wrong. But a lot of people would like push, at least when I used to work for it, a lot of people would push for you to just put the pet down because it would cost more to, their concept is it would cost more for the owner, not even relation of like, that's like your like kid. They'd be like, it's going to cost you more to amputate that leg than to put the dog down. Like, but you know, that's the idea they put out there, even though it's not right. And I don't agree with it, but they're like, oh, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And, you know, some people, I guess they assume most people can't afford that. And I was like, okay, whatever.
But we would get a custom titanium leg.
If we follow that for humans.
We'd be underpopulated, but it's fine. That's what we need.
Left arm, right leg, left leg, fine. If I'm about to lose my right arm, you put me down.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to live life unable to draw off my right arm.
You'll learn how to do it with the left arm.
And that's important because I jerk off with my left arm. So that shows drawing is more important to me.
Damn. And plus that, you could do it anywhere. You could do it between couch cushions.
Yeah, but I can't draw between couch cushions.
I mean, you have a,
You might if you.
you have a wife, so I don't even think
I would
you
like
Between
to
the couch
actually
cushions.
mention that we don't physically have couch cushions.
You can make it work. In my couch, you do.
No, it's not. It's one large
it's one long-
continuous cushion.
You pop
I'll go
on
over
the
to
Jungle
Matt's
Book
house.
and just
Yeah,
let it
you
happen.
can
push
go to
all
my
of it.
house.
Now it's, we
Both
have
literally
several
and figuratively.
both
Kyle looks like he has something to say. About
Who has something to say?
You look like you had something to say about my couch cushions.
Oh, no, I said just pop on the Jungle Book and let it happen.
Yeah. That was the old elevator button.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then next thing you know, you find the bare necessities in your pants.
It's weird because the elevator only has an up button.
Yeah.
But isn't that the bare necessities? Like, wasn't that what he was talking about? The simple bare necessities? Like, it's a necessity.
Really simple.
That's what he was thinking about the whole time.
Oh my God, yeah. It's like the bare necessities, eating and sleeping, and occasionally the other thing.
No, it's just that, Matt.
It's just
Okay.
it's all specifically ballooing all over the place.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other quarantine stories?
We watched The Master of Disguise, and let me tell you, that was a great movie.
Watch the Master of Disguise. Wait, Matt, looks like my dog's at your house. Anyway. Master of Disguise, The Mummy 3.
Turtle.
And Furry Vengeance. And the
Oh, wow.
2017
Mummy with Tom Cruise, which put us all to sleep.
Basically,
Crazy Rich Asians.
we have, well, besides Crazy Rich Asians, we watched a bunch of terrible movies.
Yeah. Well, Master of Disguise, I would have to
That was
say,
awful.
I'd give it a solid like 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's awful.
I had fun watching
I
it.
wouldn't even get up to 4. No.
Wow. Gianna, but they
Nope.
had that hilarious Abraham Lincoln scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, only you found it funny.
I died at that scene. I laughed for like 5 straight minutes.
Explain what it is, Matt.
Okay, so apparently in The Master of Disguise, they were talking about the disguisey lineage. And so they're like, oh, there was a disguisey that helped prevent thievery during the Roman times. And there's a disguisey that helped get Abraham Lincoln elected. And so Abraham Lincoln's there at his podium, just being like, yes, thank you everybody for coming to my speech. And then everybody's like all tired and bored listening to him talk. And so the disguisey guy is like, come over here. And so Abraham Lincoln's like, excuse me, I'm going to have to get a drink of water. And so he walks off stage to the disguisey look-alike of Abraham Lincoln. And he's like, good luck up there. It's a tough crowd. And so the imitation Abraham Lincoln goes on stage and goes, whoa, let's party. And so they break out dancing on stage to I Like to Move It, Move It.
Yeah, keep in mind that apparently back then, during Abraham Lincoln's time, they had surround sound speakers that they could play a song that also hadn't been invented.
It was so cringy and bad, and Matt was the only one laughing to it.
I was so laughing thinking about it. It's so funny.
That was the first time that Gianna was watching the movie, and she looks to me like... I was like, oh.
The fact that Matt just word for word verbatim was able to recall the whole scene.
Yeah.
I watched it a bunch of times.
Forgot so many.
Yeah, he found the scene online. He kept watching it.
It was great.
We
that part.
we watched, what was it, the Justice League?
Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah, I saw all that stuff. That's a ridiculous animated movie.
That was
they
crazy.
like ripped people apart in the movie. Like,
That was a crazy movie.
Like, it was like, wow.
So Rebirth now, or just no more?
Well, the next one is Superman: Man of Tomorrow, which is supposed to come out this summer, but the animation is completely different.
Yeah, it looks like not the same as like, it's so cool though. Like the animation looks strange, but it looks cool. It was pretty good, and a lot of people. Did anybody? You watched it, Alex?
Yeah, I saw all the stuff.
Okay, good. Okay. Anybody else gonna watch it?
I might, but I don't care for that.
Gianna probably will. Yeah, I'm gonna have her watch
They
it.
kill a lot of people. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like your heart hurts. Like that's how many people they kill. Like they don't just. They just do not care. They kill them like the way like Resident Evil would like kill somebody. Not even that. Maybe.
Mortal Kombat, where they're just like, boom, dead.
No, it has to be like a surprise. Like you wouldn't think they would do that. And
Well,
then
Mortal
just
Kombat story, yeah.
on. Like shit. It was, and what other show did we watch? We watched so we watched the Umbrella Academy. We finished.
We started that other show,
the Rick and
Justin Roiland.
the Justin Roiland one. Did you watch that, Alex?
Oh,
Wait, what's that?
The new show, the Justin Roiland, or is it Justin?
It's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
It's kind of disappointing because it feels.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the scene.
I'll have to watch that on my own time.
It feels like Rick and Morty. It is. It's like they're trying really hard to make something that's not Rick and Morty,
Yeah,
but
it's Justin Roiland.
Man, even the house
What's
from
it
the
called?
commercial like it.
I mean, I would watch it like I would watch The Simpsons. Like I like The Simpsons, but I don't find it like I'm gonna fall on the ground like hilarious funny. You know what I mean? Like it's, for me,
I
it's
saw
like,
all the promotion for it. It looked like the kind of show you would create if Rick and Morty was canceled and people still wanted to see.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It's so weird because like Rick and Morty was renewed for so many episodes, and I guess they're having a problem with the network or something because they're even doing it in the same style.
Yeah.
So it's like, first off, Justin Roiland, you can't say that's just, oh yeah, that's the only style he does, because stuff he's done before looked different.
Yeah.
So it's just him doing that because he knows, oh, the Rick and Morty audience like the art style. I'm going to do that for this show too, so people know it's by the same people.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to like it, which is really sad. I'm like, oh man, I want to like this show.
So watching the show, my favorite scenes are the scenes where they show the humans, that they like straight down these humans
Oh my
that
God.
they meet.
That is the only reason why I watch the show right now. Go ahead.
So they shrink down the humans that they meet, and they put them in this like almost like an ant farm thing.
Yeah, they shrink down the people they don't like, and the little kids, and they shrink them down, and they put them in this big like wall full of like separate tank ant farms, and they put candy with them too, and they like put them in.
And now that ant farm kind of place becomes like a post-apocalyptic world for all the people living in there.
Yeah, it's so cool. And they like people, all they can eat is like candy because that's all they give the girl. And the people in the tank worship the little girl because she gives them food and candy, and the other guy just shoves them in there.
Oh
So
my
they
God.
have a whole church based around her. Oh.
And then there's like the janitor that they shrunk at the end of the first episode. He becomes like a Jedi in that world. And like that, I'm like, I would have just show me that. I'll watch that show.
That sounds really funny.
Yeah.
That is like or a reason why I watch that show is just that clips of it.
How much of that is there?
A good amount.
No, it depends on the episode.
Yeah, like some episodes have it, and some episodes have like longer clips of it.
How many episodes are out?
8.
Oh, damn.
They released, I guess, all of them at once.
Yeah, we've watched 3. Rachel fell asleep with 2 of them.
1 and 2, and then we rewatched 1, and I fell asleep during 2. So, mind you, not I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning that day, so like I was hanging there yesterday.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it, so I probably will watch all of it because I don't know. I want it to be good.
I have a show that Anthony showed me yesterday. It's called Konosuba, and it's an anime, right? Okay. So Tony's making a face because he already knows the kind of animes that Anthony showed. So the last one that he showed us was High School DxD, and that's like a very much of a harem show.
It's a great show.
It's like and then he showed us The Rising of Shield Hero, which was another harem show.
But it's still a great show.
Where like a giant chicken thing becomes like this.
That's my possible Zoom timer. We'll see if this cuts out. If it does, I'll just splice it together. I'm keeping an eye. It's still recording at the moment.
Okay. So it's like a harem show where a giant chicken thing becomes like a moe girl, and like a bunch of weird stuff happens. But Konosuba is like a show where the characters die and they're given the option to help this like RPG style world. So the one episode he shows me, he goes, they're not all like this, but I think you'll find this one funny. The guy gets a choker, and the choker tightens for 4 days. And on the 4th day, if it gets tight enough, it'll kill him. The only thing that's going to save him is if he has his true wish granted, right? So he doesn't know what his true wish is when he put on the thing. So he has to basically try every wish he could possibly imagine until he finds out which one it was to unlock the choker. So he has all the girls do the harem stuff for him. So he has like the big boobed girl do push-ups and sit-ups. And then, like, the other girl, he just lays in her lap the whole time. It was really funny, but I'm like, Anthony, is this just another harem show? He's like, no, it's different.
It's actually different because there's actual, like, real good plot, like RPG plot to that.
There's just harem at the end.
Just the harem part's a side thing, but there's actual real plot. High School DxD, it's like harem's the plot. The whole fact that he's got the dragon arms, the side plot.
Shield Hero, he gets a slave girl.
No, he frees the slave girl. She was already a slave. He freed her.
And then he frees her, and she's like, I want to be your slave girl again.
He's not attracted to her. He's not attracted to her. All the girls are attracted to him. And the harem's the guy's attracted to all the girls. She's attracted to him. He's not attracted
and
to her.
so is every other girl in the show.
Do
so it's a harem show.
not come at my man. Don't come at him.
The show's really good. I love Shield Hero. I think, Tony, you would like Shield Hero, too. I think for some reason, I think you'd like Shield Hero more than My Hero, which is nuts, but I think you would.
I like My Hero. Just like it. Let it go. Just let it be. You like that show.
Yeah, you want it, don't you? Just like, go.
Even you can watch My Hero.
Yeah. I wish Tony would just watch it because it's like literally like the X-Men, but whatever.
If you want to know why Tony doesn't want to watch it, refer to Pseudo Adults episode.
Yeah.
where we got into that. It's been really interesting just to talk about that for a second with, like but I guess the Funimation voice actors or whoever dubs it, they've been resuming it from home. Like the last couple episodes, they've taken longer to make, but they're still doing it. they apparently were recorded entirely from home. They got their supplies and everything. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw a few animation places are doing that too. Like the guy who plays the voice of Jerry from Rick and Morty, he also just bought a full at-home setup so he could do voices from home too.
Wow.
So I guess but he's
come on, give me more shows.
yeah, it's weird because he said that he bought that equipment. So I wonder if Funimation provided it or if they're like, "Oh, you guys have to buy this, but don't worry, you'll get like refunded for it."
That's probably what they do because they do it at my job where they're like, you could buy it yourself and we'll refund you in the next like 3 to 4 weeks with a check you send in a mail. And I'm like, oh.
But you get paid by the advertisers for the episode that you're recording.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, like we only have like 5 microphones in our studio, but we have like 500 voice actors.
Yeah.
That's like a
dilemma.
dilemma.
Your own setup. Imagine how much that costs versus how much they pay them.
Yeah.
True.
And how awkward it would be to tell a voice actor that he got a not so great mic. Like, hey bud, like you sent us those lines. Would you mind trying it a different way?
You got some butt plug mic.
Hey, you guys started watching Altered Carbon, right? What are you guys up to?
Oh, it's really good. It's really good.
I'm not old enough for all the sex in that show.
Oh my!
You did not.
Wait, Gianna, how old
us.
are you?
Huh?
There's not as
How
much
old
in
are
the
you?
second episode.
Not old enough, Kyle. That's all you need to know. But these two, in what is my right box, did not warn us about the amount of sex that is in this show.
Yeah, more than
I didn't think it was relevant.
Oh, yeah.
What?
How much sex is there?
I was told it's an action show. I
It's
was
a
told
sex
there's
show?
twists and there's mystery and it's like a cop show and it's cool. And then like
And
second
there's sex
episode,
because
somebody's getting eaten out on a bed.
Yeah.
There's
Sounds like
the
Trooper.
second season. There's only one sex scene. Just
I
saying.
hold you to that.
I think, and then there's one makeout scene, but that it doesn't really count. So
I'm gonna have my clipboard and I'm gonna write
That reminds me
down
of Game of
anytime they
Thrones.
make even just so much.
lesbian makeout scene in the second season.
Yeah.
There were prostitutes and strippers and
The show's just a bunch of horny teenagers.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, no.
Even I felt
Oh, there's-
dirty watching it. Maybe I
There's three. There's one where they go into a strip bar again, so you're gonna see boobies and stuff. I think. I don't really pay attention to it, so it's whatever. It's my biology, so it's whatever. And then, do they go into a strip?
In the second season?
Yeah, I don't remember. I just don't remember. The plot overtakes the nudity. for
He
me.
goes there a lot in the first season.
There is one definite I remember like sex scene in the second
I
season.
feel like that's a tactic that a lot of shows use. I think the show Dexter did that too. I mean, Game of Thrones definitely did it, but it's like there's like serious stuff happening that's relevant to the plot, and then they cut to the next shot, just boobs.
They're like,
And then
let's
it's-
lighten the mood.
They're like, this will get the dudes like, yeah. And then by the second season, they're like, okay, if you stuck with us at this way, you actually like the plot. So only if it's somehow tied into the story. Oh, hey, Argo.
it is so funny that
Is that Tracy
you
Morgan?
mentioned Dexter because my parents started watching Dexter
Yeah.
and my sister-in-law, told them Dexter was a great show. And my mom is like, no. I think he's got
That's the poo-poo.
Yeah, he's got
He's gonna make some butt paste.
That's what he does. He jumps on us. He's this total
Okay.
global signal. But so my mom is watching Dexter. I'm watching it too. And Dexter and this girl are just watching a movie that I guess he's dating. She had given him a blowjob at one point, but I didn't see that part. And so
Okay.
he's like, he sees her crying during the movie. It's a sad movie. So he's like, how can I make this better? And he tries to go down on her. Like, right, and my mom's like, Emma, you didn't tell us this is what the show was like.
I thought it was just a simple show of murdering people.
Yeah. No, honestly. And so I'm just like, what is he doing? And my mom's like, oh my God, he's trying to. And thankfully, the girl was like, this is not the time, Dexter. Like, this is not the time. But I was
probably
like,
isn't.
oh my God.
Yeah, other than like slicing people, like it's probably not too it's probably pretty family friendly. The pro tip for Dexter, which you're probably aware of, is either don't watch the final season, or and just imagine the final season is like it was written by like the writer's children or something.
Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones had the same the writers for the final season as Dexter, especially the finale. But it was so bizarre. So bizarre. Like, it's such a solid show. I love the show Dexter, and then the final season happens, and I don't know. It's like everyone just kind of like showed up hungover every day to work and just like didn't give a shit. So if you want to enjoy it in that type of, like. Oh, Alex sent us a video. He went outside and forgot who he was. Argo, when he let Argo outside, he forgot who he was. Oh, for context.
Oh my gosh, he really does look like he doesn't know where he is. Genuine smart dog there.
I feel like everyone else is watching more interesting things than I am. When this was all going on and it was like a rough transition, I was like, I want to watch stupid fun movies. So we started going down like the 90s movies, I was telling you guys about it another time. I watched Clueless for the first time. 10 Things I Hate About You for the first time.
Good movie, so good.
Yeah.
That's got young Heath Ledger.
I love him.
Yeah.
With a 12-pack set of abs.
Love him.
You know, a movie I watched for the first time just within the past week? Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my
gosh. Tony's favorite movie.
What?
It's Tony's
Tony, I knew there was something funny about you.
Matt, have you ever seen Brokeback Mountain?
No. Is it good?
You've never seen Brokeback Mountain?
No.
There is a gay scene in there you would love.
No,
it's Heath Ledger and it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Jake Gyllenhaal.
But they have sex. You don't like Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
We're about to throw down.
Yeah,
oh my God,
Jake Gyllenhaal makes stinky movies, except for like the last Spider-Man.
Matt, you should watch the one scene in this movie where Jake Gyllenhaal has like lusting eyes for Heath Ledger. It's just where he's just like,
oh my God.
Who was the top and who was the bottom?
Coming out of like 22-year-old whatever Jake Gyllenhaal's like supple body, like. Jake Gyllenhaal was the catcher.
And they both
all right. I was expecting that one because I can't imagine Heath Ledger.
I thought that
catcher.
I thought that was like an I thought it was like a movie with a plot where it just like this was like a scene like that maybe is like a pivotal scene that changes things, but it's like the whole movie's about that. The entire movie is just about these two like meeting up and having sex.
Yeah, gay cowboys eating pudding. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what South Park like saw one year, and they're like, we have to make this into an episode because like, man, like that's that whole international film festival.
I was remembering the Peter Griffin song, like cowboy gay sex.
Cowboy gay sex.
It was fun. It kind of reminded me of like the movies that have sort of no plot, like Napoleon Dynamite or Garden State. It was just like they're just sort of like living their life and then like trying to sneak away and bang each other. That was basically the plot of the movie.
They pretty much like, didn't they go camping? They went camping to like get away with it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They kept going back to Brokeback Mountain. So
I saw it when I was like in middle school, so like it was very like
Talk about Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, Tony's favorite movie.
For the record, I've never seen the movie.
You know, it's just funny. I said the same thing.
I smell Tony's next movie night.
I love the voice that Heath Ledger has in the movie. He's got this deep country bumpkin voice, and
I can't wait for you to bang me.
I ain't no queer, Zip.
Let me bang you.
Matt hasn't seen it apparently.
No, wow.
Apparently, Matt hates Jake Gyllenhaal.
I know,
except for in Spider-Man.
Him. Yeah, thank you, Alex.
I have to. I'll show you October Sky. I like him.
He has aged well.
Because no, Donnie Darko I wasn't crazy about because Jake Gyllenhaal's just.
No, I think that movie's really funny with Frank the Rabbit.
Yeah, Frank the Rabbit was cool. I like Frank the Rabbit.
Yeah, the story was cool. Jake and Maggie Gyllenhaal being in and playing their brother and sister. That was funny.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't like
You know Maggie
Day
Gyllenhaal.
After Tomorrow, or whatever it was called.
That dog. What's her name?
Wait, oh, Rachel always says the best things about Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm a little scared.
Yeah, she's got those dog jowls.
Droopy?
Droopy. She looks like Droopy. I can't.
I need a side by side.
I will.
Oh, yeah, let's do here. I have screen capture set up. So let's do this thing.
No, I swear to God, I can't even look at her. Okay, so this is.
I can't even
look at her.
That's Droopy Dog.
Wait, what's Maggie Gyllenhaal doing on screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you, Droopy. Thank you for.
Yay.
Perfect.
Maggie.
I was in the Dark Knight.
Batman didn't save me.
Lady. Oh,
Back
let me show you. Yeah, let me. Oh.
to
That's so funny.
I had a weird game idea. Maybe we could try that a little bit later on. But one of the things that I've been watching was I tried Westworld for the second time. I watched maybe like 5-6 episodes of it. And oh, there she is.
You don't see it?
I just showed a picture of her. Why are you showing the same thing I did?
Yeah, like look at her cheeks.
I'm droopy.
Yeah, like come on, guys, come on. Really look like.
rather.
What's your game, Kyle?
Here, so
Oh my
let
God,
me
even
enable.
better. An older version of her.
I'm going to enable screen share again. That was part of my plan for all of this, if I can
Okay.
get this to work. So we were watching Westworld, and you know James Marsden is in, you know, the actor who plays Cyclops.
Yeah.
And yeah, let me turn on my keyboard. So we were saying how
Yeah, there's Droopy.
yeah, there he is again.
You mean Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Yeah. Yeah, so Maggie Gyllenhaal and Droopy were in Westworld. No, so, and my fiance was like, "Isn't that the guy from Smallville?" And I was like, "No, you're just confusing your white men." So I was like, "That's Tom Welling." So we were like falling down this rabbit hole of like, he looks like him, and then we were like looking at Tom Welling, and then we're like, you know what? I think he kind of looks like that guy who isn't Justin Timberlake from NSYNC. You guys are able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? JC Chasez. Yeah, him. So we're like, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then I saw this picture of him, and I'm like, oh, he kind of looks like the Winter Soldier.
Actually, in that photo,
Yeah.
he kind of looks like what's his face? Oh my God.
He also reminds me of Alan
Bucky Winter.
He
Rickman.
looks like that really thin, tall, awkward kid.
Oh, he looks like Mark Hamill.
And then from this one, I guess this was controversial. I'm not sure what picture my fiance saw, but she was like, you know what?
Yeah, the Winter
In one
Soldier
picture-
looks like Mark Hamill a little
In one picture, he looked quite a bit like Steve Buscemi.
bit.
And then okay, I was like, okay, we can't end there. We need one more. So I was like, you know what? There's one person
Steve
that Steve
Buscemi looks
Buscemi
like
looks
Gollum.
like. He looks like the red woman when she was old.
Oh my
And,
God.
and that concludes the rabbit hole. So I was wondering if like you guys wanted to try doing something similar.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah.
I think Alex knows that I'm very bad at naming actors or who I think actors are, and it's awful. I always mix up actors, so I'm sure I'm very much going to lead us in weird directions.
Yeah. John's always like,
Unfortunately-
this looks like so-and-so. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
When we watched the Superman episode and the guy from Smallville showed up, who I said, isn't... Oh my God, stop.
I'm going down the rabbit hole. It
Isn't
says,
it who?
not sure if Maggie Gyllenhaal or Droopy Dog.
Well, Maggie Gyllenhaal was a really quick one. You kind of just go Maggie to Droopy, and then you're done. So, would you guys want to give it a shot? See if this is satisfying or not? Unfortunately, when I share my screen, I'm realizing it takes up the entire thing, so it's like we only hear our voices in the background, but that's okay.
No, that's fine.
Suffix.
Just for the time being. All right, so let's see. Screen is being shared. Let's go back to the Google. Okay, so who wants to give someone to start with? Gonna start with someone. Who?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. How?
Give us some images, not news. We don't want to know what he's been up to lately.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh my God, he looks like the guy from The Office. Jim.
Oh my God, he
I was
does.
gonna say it looks like Jared Leto there.
Yeah, I always think he looks a little bit like Jared Leto.
Okay, so Jake Gyllenhaal, not much of a stretch. One white man looks like another white man with long hair, luxurious hair.
Jared
He was-
Leto looks like Jesus.
So Jared Leto,
Our
of
Lord
course,
and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. There he is. There's Jared.
Oh my God, look out, he had a mustache there. Oh, wait up.
There's Jared Leto. Oh wait, it says Jesus.
Oh my God! In this
There
picture,
he
he looks
is.
like the guy from Nickelback.
Oh, Chad Kroeger.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
God, he
He looks
does look
like
like
Chad
Chad
Kroeger.
Kroeger.
The famed owner of the
Look at this,
supermarket chain.
Jesus Christ.
There he is.
Whenever I
Kroeger
die,
Jesus.
Oh my God.
He makes me rise.
Oh my God.
I love Chad
He
Kroeger.
looks like
He looks like that country singer, fuck, I can't think of his Kid Rock. That's what he looks like, Kid Rock.
Kid
He looks
Rock?
like Kid Rock. Oh yeah,
That
that's
Kid Rock in the top picture.
Hell, I wound up like this with ramen on my head.
You're like,
Oh my
yeah.
God, he looks like that WWE wrestler.
He does, yeah.
which one?
He looks like
Undertaker?
yeah, okay. a
Oh
little
my
bit like
God, you're right.
Yeah. And the bell tolls and
So I hope you realize that
if Undertaker was blonde.
we've now gone from Jake Gyllenhaal to Undertaker.
Well, this looks
the
like
one-
the guy who played Thanos.
Yeah, the one right above it, it looks like a thumb.
Oh my God, you're right. Let's do a picture with thumb. Sure, thumbs up.
Who's the guy who played Thanos?
Josh Brolin.
I think that's where we
Josh
end.
Brolin looks like a thumb.
No, Josh Brolin looks like a thick-jawed, handsome man.
Josh Brolin looks like a thumb.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
Josh Brolin.
Anybody got another one?
hmm.
Here, let me get back to it. Screen. Matt, you gotta start with one.
Go for it, Matt.
Okay. Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah, I love this one. Go ahead. He looks like the guy from that movie about himself. Just kidding.
He looks like the movie where the guy was supposed to play Freddie Mercury.
He looks like Bug-Eye Guy from
He
that movie.
does look like
Isn't that also the guy from Mr. Robot?
Yeah, Mr. Robot Man.
He does.
I guess that's fair.
That's his name.
because he played him, right?
I watched all of Mr. Robot again during this quarantine.
Rami Malek. That's right.
You know, Rami Malek has a twin brother.
What?
I guess that would be who he looks like.
Who's his
Rami Malek
Salami,
has a twin.
Salami Malek.
Is it that singer?
I don't know. I don't think
Rami
he's
Malek looks like a young Stephen Hawking.
Why does his brother
God.
look like an older version of himself?
Yeah.
So
Maybe
Stephen
because
Hawking,
twin.
young. It looks like I'm looking at weird porn. Young pics.
In that young pic, yeah, they look. Oh,
And Stephen
Wait, that
Hawking,
looks
young,
just
definitely.
like me.
Yeah.
He looks
exactly
just like Buddy
Rami
Holly.
He
so
does. Jesus Christ. He
He
was
looks-
Buddy Holly, just like.
He looks just like Buddy Holly.
uh,
He died in a plane crash.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
It's
Whoopsie.
true, that's the day that the music died.
I don't care about that.
He died in a plane crash.
Dun. Whoops. I can't believe this is still recording. Maybe Zoom's doing something cool for people during this time period.
Either that or I'll come and find you. I'll come and find whoever made you. I'll find you.
Little
Whoever
zoom,
made
zoom
me?
kid.
Zoom, zoom,
Dr.
zoom,
Robotnik?
boom, boom.
You guys see that that Scooby movie's just coming out like next week or something?
Yeah.
I know, it's
Yeah.
going to be so good.
They made
I hope so.
Gianna. They made this bark box for dogs.
Mhm.
Is Scooby themed, Scooby Doo themed. So they have like Scooby snacks in it and like all the Scooby Doo toys and stuff. But I was like, $25
I would
is
love to do that, but my dog's a monster and eats everything. He'd probably just eat the box too.
oh, look, My dog isn't a monster. I got him this toy yesterday, and it's perfect. He has not ripped any of it.
Gentle soul.
That's good.
A
Give it
gentle
some time.
soul.
He also, but he ripped. Can you get that one? We had to put it up on the window because
Oh,
I
he
think
ripped the
time will
sloth's
speak.
arm off
Yes.
directly off.
Oh.
But he didn't rip the rest. But he ripped the arm directly off.
Don't put him in front of a real sloth. Jesus.
Yeah, that poor sloth.
We have to hear it because he just stood up or he peeked his head up when he heard the crinkling noise. But I was like, oh.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
During this, time of, the unknown, lurking around every corner, do we have any optimism?
We do. We always have optimism. And these downtrodden times, it just makes me smile. Okay. Hold on a minute.
We don't. She's just like, nope, fresh out.
All right. All right. Did you know? Oh, wait. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Optimism Corner. You can find me at Optimism, whatever. I don't post on there anyways. But hi, welcome to the Optimism.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So did you know that mosquitoes are the deadliest animal on Earth?
Yeah.
Kill more people than any other creature due to the diseases they carry. Also, tiger skin is actually striped, just like their fur. Yeah, and no pattern, 2 patterns are alike on them, but all right.
So if we shave the tiger, it would still be striped?
Yeah, on its skin. Just like dogs, if you shave a dog.
They have little spots.
I heard like sometimes they'll have the spots on their skin.
That's an amazing fun fact.
What are you doing?
Yay.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
learned something today.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, I'm Tracy Morgan. You can't see my mouth moving, but I'm on a Zoom call with Alex right now.
Uh-oh, he's coughing.
That's so strange.
He's got some cheese stuck in his
I
throat.
want everybody to know that quarantine's still going on. So just a friendly reminder for everyone to stay home. Also, follow me at Gouda Facts. I talk about cheese.
Wow, Tracy Morgan.
Wow, Tracy.
He's so hip
friendly.
with the times.
It looks like he had Botox because like his face didn't really move.
Genuine sweet man.
No, he just got Botox.
Tony, how
You
dare
got the
you?
corona, so
Dare you talk about things like Tracy Morgan's face not moving? What if we pointed out your insecurities?
Oh, I'm just saying he's probably got Botox. That's all
What
I'm
if we
saying.
pointed out how every time we do a podcast you wear a white shirt, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Don't own any other shirts?
I have so many white shirts. I feel like I'm just wearing all white shirts.
He has like legitly because my dad gave him some.
I thought Tony was going to be like, no.
All he has is white shirts.
Although now that you mention it, I can't help but notice that the left sleeve is fairly torn. Is
Yeah,
there a story
no,
behind it?
stand up, stand up. It's even worse. I told him, why isn't this thrown out?
Oh, my God.
That's why that's the lucky
It's
shirt.
a mask for your eyes.
It goes all the way to the front.
Do you wear that differently and go burn some crosses somewhere?
Yeah.
Tony, if you have so many white shirts, why are you holding on to this white shirt?
You gotta let go. Let go.
No, don't let it go, Tony.
You're still holding on. Let go.
Let go.
It's a fashion statement. When you get holes in your clothes, that means that you're the most like
You live
sought
your best life.
designer in the world.
You're living your best life when you got holes in your shirt. You know, quarantine. Don't go outside. Don't go shopping.
Yeah.
Looks like you had a knife in the dryer with the shirt.
Yeah, right. No, it just keeps going, and I'm like, why isn't that still? Why do you still put that in the laundry?
Gosh, it's beautiful.
Wow, I like the serenading music.
Matt, you've been coming up with a lot more music lately. How's that been going?
It's been going okay. I came up with another idea, I think, so I just got to work on it and shove it into this garage band and stuff.
Did you figure out the tempo of that other song that you're showing me? Stoopy Poopy? Is the working
I
title?
thought you got it. Whoops, I'll pass the word along.
Well, you have a chance.
You better believe it. See,
Matt being kind enough to let me try collaborating on one of the songs with him.
Oh, awesome.
Say hey.
You guys are very cute.
Uh,
Because I've been saying, I really like how, like, especially Matt's like keyboard based songs. It just, I don't know, it's such a cool vibe to them. Like, they sound borderline. They're like where video game meets like classical, which I guess is just like classic video game type of sounds. And it's like, it's something I would never be able to like even like start coming up with. So it's like, maybe if Matt starts with it, we could build it into something fun.
I love classical music. That's my secret.
It's very like retro with his keyboard sounds.
My most favorite form of classical is Baroque. Yeah. Baroque Obama.
Baroque.
Yeah.
Baroque Back Mountain's the name of this.
They're all in fop clothing, and they're like, "Oh, I believe we should go have a buttoning tonight."
Should we try and do what we always do to end our podcasts?
Yeah.
A little round of strengths character battles.
Spanx character battle.
While I put this down, somebody explain what strengths character battles is about.
Matt, go.
Strengths character battle is a way that all these characters from different universes come together on a Final Destination-like stage, and they all fight each other, like, and then they kill each other, or possibly make out with each other, or end up possibly becoming the best of friends. But in the long run, one person makes it out, one person becomes a new person to join the team to stop a comet that's hurtling through space, kill everybody because of the bad comet. Bye.
All right.
There you go. Oh yeah, I should probably be opening my thing so I know what random numbers we're talking about. Or when we may have recorded an episode that didn't work because I may have not recorded my own voice, we did a round, and the victor of that one was Captain Eon from Capture the Flag. Okay. Our max number these days is a mere 24.
Wow.
Damn.
The funniest number.
Number 5.
The number is 5.
5 from Beyond Average, Nick the Nameless Ninja.
Nick the Nameless Ninja, he's one of the first characters that were introduced in the Beyond Average world. So he was basically sent on a contract to kill John, and John sprayed him with a water bottle and was like, "Hey, get out of here, get out of here." And the thing with Nick the Nameless Ninja is that when he's with John kind of transforms him into weird things like a cat or a boat. But when he's not with John, he's just a basic ninja. So he could run around. He's got assassin powers. He can throw stars. He can do that stuff. He could be stealthy. But he's definitely more powerful when he's in a team with John.
Tony, I think you held it up before. Can I see what he looks like again?
Yeah.
Because I got the outline up. Oh. All right. So, I'm sorry. Just to hit those highlights again. He was warded away by a spray bottle. But he could be tough.
So he came to John's apartment. He came with trying to precision strike John. But John, he pulled out basically like a spray bottle and went, "Get out of here. Get out of here."
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, that's a lot of water in my face. So he had to leave.
I'm melting. Sounds like a formidable opponent.
Alex, you want to read the bio, or you want me to read the bio?
Can you read the bio?
Yeah. So, Nick is the nameless ninja assassin sent to destroy John. He has a mysterious past, which you can read in his self-titled autobiography, You'll Never Know My Past. You can also follow his social media campaign, Always Avoid Social Media.
I like this ninja. Okay, I guess let's see who he's up against.
Next number.
Oh, sorry. 8.
From InStocks, Kurt.
Isn't he the janitor?
Kurt.
Yes, he is.
That's not clear at all.
Kurt the janitor.
I'd like to repeat again that I didn't even have it open yet, and I was able to remember who the hell that was.
He's the janitor from Scrubs.
Yeah. Did you show the photo of him, Tony?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, wasn't
He's not,
I don't know why.
I'm not seeing it perfectly clear. Am I getting like a jockey vibe from him? Oh, no, he's just cleaning stuff up. Oh, that's very clear. Okay.
Oh, my.
Yeah. All right. He seems like more of a ninja than Nick the Nameless Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone talk about Kurt?
Yeah, so he's like the wise janitor of Instax. He's the guy that people go to, and so he gets a lot of gossip from everybody.
Kurt's a gossip girl?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but he's a wise one, so he'll try to give him advice and stuff, but he'll take everybody's gossip, though.
He lives in a molly house.
And so, yeah, so he's basically like the guy that, like, you have a problem, you go to him. He'll give you some kind of, like, advice and wise saying or whatever for you to go and take that with you. But he's also quite a gossip himself, so what you tell him, he might end up telling everybody else, which can cause things to go out of control.
I reiterate, he's a gossip girl.
Yeah, I agreed with you when you said it.
That's also pretty much the bio.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting battle that we have then. we have a ninja that's maybe not much of a ninja versus a janitor that uses gossip as his power.
Yep, pretty much.
Could he just gossip Nick the Ninja and to shame them?
Maybe.
Yes.
That's possible.
He comes on the stage and he's like, I know everything I need to know about you.
Then you know everything about you need to know about me. Strange, isn't it? Okay.
Like, I heard you can't handle a little moisture in the bedroom. And Nick the Ninja just runs off crying. Oh.
For shame.
Anyone have any snares, or do we vote?
I'm going for the janitor.
Going for Nick the Nameless Ninja.
Okay, I'm going for Nick the Nameless Ninja myself, too.
Kurt's going to sweep the floor with Nick's tears.
What's he going to sweep him with? Gossip?
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
Gossip's a bad thing. I'm not rooting for gossip.
I think Kurt the janitor has also some additional supplies. He's got his, bucket. He's got his mop, and he knows how to use them. He's literally going to mop the floor with Nick the Nameless Ninja.
It's going to mop up the corona.
Squeeze it into his mouth.
I'm going to go with Kurt also because I think Nick the Nameless Ninja was thwarted by, Spritz water bottle. So I'm sure Mop is going to do a little more than that.
Totally. Okay, so since we have this rare video assistance, all voting for Nick the Nameless Ninja.
Yay. Because maybe he went to training.
Oh, are we going to have a tie?
Yeah, it's like a tie.
All for Kurt in stocks.
Kurt.
Oh, okay. We have a freaking tie, yo.
You know what that means.
Time to reawaken the social media account.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, what the hell is Strength's game? Why are they asking us to vote between a ninja and a janitor?
Well, there you go. It's in your hands, people.
It's in your hand. Use it wisely. The power is yours. Power glove. Don't use. I refrain from letting Chris Brown use the power glove, though. He might be too powerful. What?
Is it still acceptable these days to do a poll, or should we find another way to have a tiebreaker?
We could do a poll, right?
Yeah. Well, why are you looking at me though? Like I have a.
Because you made a face of like.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check. Wasn't sure.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
cool. So social media poll. You get to vote for Nick the Nameless Ninja versus Kurt the janitor. We gave you the facts here, so you get to choose for yourself who you think would win if they're on a Final Destination like stage. Just the two of them, their personalities, their wits, their resources. Who would win? And it doesn't have to be a physical defeat. It could be like a moral defeat. They can decide to work together and or decide who would be the one who should move on. Just whoever moves on, it's the victor.
Hey, whoever's got the most views on their TikToks.
That's what matters these days. In 2020, it's all about them TikToks. Okay, so with that said, I hope this recorded, and thank you all for doing this morning, recording. Oh,
is the only one? We're here.
Oh,
I heard it.
Matt did it first.
I heard two of them. I'm pointing.
I'm saying whoa because I heard the ending whoa, not because I am the ending whoa.
So
I'm
you're the
never
echo.
the ending
You're the
whoa.
echo of the ending whoa.
Tony's like, I will
It's
get
the ending echo,
my
everybody.
point will suffice. My point will suffice. Get yourself a new white
I
tee.
said wow, and I didn't say whoa. What the difference?
I don't know. It sounded like a whoa to me.
The ending echo.
Woo.
Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye, I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
I'm Gianna.
I'm Rachel.
This is Tony.
I'm Kyle, and we are pseudo adults.
Whee!
Bye.
Oh, the master of disguise.
Turtle.